na maafisa wa idara ya upelelezi kwa tuhuma za kuwatishia wakosoaji wa naibu wa rais William Ruto kupitia video iliyosambaa kwenye mitandao ya jamii. Cherargei alifikishwa katika kituo cha polisi cha Eldoret Central kisha kupelekwa Kisumu na baadaye atafikishwa kwenye makao ya DCI Nairobi. Elvis Kosgei na maelezo zaidi.
Majira ya asubuhi, maafisa wa upelelezi kutoka idara ya DCI walipiga kambi hapa wakimsubiri mgeni wao baada ya kupata taarifa kwamba seneta wa kaunti ya Nandi, Samson Kiprotich Cherargei, yuko nyumbani mwake katika mtaa wa Elgon View. Cherargei ambaye anatuhumiwa kuwatishia wakosoaji wa naibu wa rais William Ruto kupitia video iliyosambaa kwenye mtandao wa jamii, anadaiwa kuyatoa matamshi hayo kwenye mazishi ya Dominic Choge katika eneo la Lelwak, kaunti ya Nandi. Dakika chache baada ya saa 4, Seneta Cherargei akajisalimisha mbele ya vyombo vya usalama. Matamshi hayo yalionekana kumchongea mbele ya idara ya DCI ambao waliamua kumtafuta hadi kwake. Baada ya kufikishwa katika kituo cha Eldoret Magharibi, Cherargei aliandikisha taarifa kwa nusu saa kisha baadaye kusafirishwa tena hadi kaunti ya Kisumu ambapo anadaiwa atasafirishwa tena hadi kwenye makao makuu ya DCI jijini Nairobi. Hatima ya Cherargei inasubiriwa baada ya DCI kukamilisha uchunguzi wao. Elvis Kosgei, KT News, katika kaunti ya Singishu.
Kwingineko, wauguzi wa Kitui wameungana na wafanyakazi wengine wa kaunti kufanya mgomo kutokana na kutolipiwa mishahara ya mwezi Julai. Wahudumu hao walitembea hadi katika afisi ya gavana wa kaunti Charity Ngilu na kusisitiza kuwa watalemaza shughuli za matibabu katika kaunti hiyo hadi watakapolipwa fedha zao.
Hana pahali pa kukopa unga, hana pahali pa kupeleka mtoto, anazunguka akitafuta mshahara. Is that what we call women empowerment? Is that what we call women empowerment?
No. Zero.
Can we recall where we went wrong and make sure these women are empowered? Yes. They should not be like beggars, or they should not go to the streets. Or they are pushed to do prostitution so that they can feed their children.
No.
We are looking forward.
Cannot allow that.
We cannot allow that one.
Kesho nimetangaza mgomo, hakuna kwenda kazi. Maofisi ikae kama imefunga. Kwa nini wakae kwa maofisi na mishahara haijalipa? Tumeadvise the governor na tumeambiwa kwa other counties ya kwamba mishahara wale wengine wametumia their own initiative.
Viongozi wa kanisa la Anglikana wanaendelea na kongamano lao huku Kabarak Nakuru kwa madhumuni ya kuyajadili masuala kadhaa ambayo yana umuhimu wa kitaifa. Miongoni mwa waliogusia ni shughuli za kisiasa nchini mbali na swala tata la msitu wa Mau.
Campaign mode when the year 2022 is still a distance away. I know there are talks of a referendum which is potentially dividing this country. And us as a church, this is what we want to urge, and I have said this before, that if Kenya has to undergo through a referendum, let us do a proper audit of the current constitution so that we are addressing issues that are not serving us as Kenyans at the moment. So that it's not just about political positioning, but it's about the people of Kenya. What is not serving them, what will benefit them, and how are Kenyans going to benefit with a constitution change at this point in time. And therefore I want to continue to remind the leadership of our nation, the political leaders, both at the county and the national level, that let us reduce the temperatures. It's unfortunate when we begin to use hate language or hate speech, because Kenya is one nation, under the rule of God and under one system of government, and therefore we all need to see each other as brothers and sisters, as friends, as people called to serve this nation. The problem we have in Kenya is that when it comes to politics, we put everything else aside, even development of the people. We put the interest of the Kenyan people aside, and we all gear towards a political arrangement that is all about power games and power sharing. And if that is going to be the way forward for this country, we are going to brace for many, many more years and moments where Kenya is going to lose a lot in terms of her development agenda. But if we are able to conclude a political arrangement so that when we have an election and we conclude it and people are able to go back to business and we give ourselves a break of 5 years as the Constitution stipulates so that Kenyans can receive development, hold the county government and the national government accountable. Kenyans want to see roads, they want to see drugs in hospitals, they want to see education for their children. We want to see a clean environment. We have seen rivers being polluted, and we have seen just the other day that the rivers are polluted. And if I can even talk about the emotive issue about conservation of forests like the Mao and others, we must all speak the same language, that we need a clean environment. We need an environment that is going to look after us. We need to look after the water towers, not only the Mao. Every water tower needs to be preserved for posterity, for generations to come, because the rivers will dry and people will be affected.
My cabinet and my government has people from Northeastern, from Coast, from Nyanza, and all these places, and I think that is the Kenya we are all striving to have. I want to urge the church to be in the forefront, mainly because this country is enough for all of us. But sometimes for our own selfish reasons, you want it just for you and the people around you. And you forget the abundance with which God has blessed this country. We want to be on the forefront to preach better coexistence, people working together, Kenyans living in any part of the country, and I think also more importantly, learning to appreciate your country. Many of you who have not had the opportunity, sometimes even to visit and know what is happening in other countries, you may not know how great a country you have. And just to give a small example, you know our first president, Jomo Kenyatta, then our second president, our third president, our fourth president. In Kenya, when presidents retire, they go to their homes and enjoy their time. Is that the case in all of Africa? Many of them go to exile, others go to prison, but Kenya has set a very high bar where we respect the people who have led this country, not because they were angels, but because we believe they were human beings when they were in office, and we need to continue with that spirit of working together.
Muhula wa kudumu kwa afisa mkuu katika idara ya kuratibu matumizi ya pesa za umma Agnes Odhiambo umekamilika. Leo hafla hiyo imeandaliwa kuchapisha ripoti ya kukamilika kwa muhula wake, huku ikihudhuriwa na viongozi mbalimbali.
And you came in when we were doing all push and pull for us to find our space. You had that flat, smiling face, but very firm. But one thing I can remember, if you don't have your papers right, if they are not within the confines of the PFM, then you'll have to go back and redo them. But once you have your papers ready, it doesn't stay on her desk that day, even if she has to stay at night. I share that experience. And Madam, I'll not take a lot of time because there are many speakers. I do allude to one thing. It is true. I traveled with her and other people to New York for a certain forum, and we wanted to check something to confirm what the Constitution said. And she had it in her bag. And that I can confirm to you. And Madam Agnes, although I know this evening also we are going to say maybe one or two things. Today, a public servant, wherever you are, once you reach that age or your time limit and you exit gracefully, you have to kneel and say thank you. Because you even had, when our brother, Archbishop Bukala was asked to pray, he still remembered his work of integrity. So because of that, whether you are in sometimes, the kind of work we do puts you in a situation of mtego wa panya, wanaingia waliokuwemo and wasiokuwemo. And by the time it is discovered you are that Mr. Clean, it is already too late. And you are lucky, Madam, to have gone through that murky waters of starting off the devolution. You are the first holder of the office, and you have proved that ladies in this country can still move things. You are a very good example of what women can do in this country, and you came out unscratched with all the pressures that were coming from all corners. Kudos to you.
Confirm to you today that the automation process is at an advanced stage. In conjunction with the National Treasury, automation of the national government exchequer release process is almost done. We're actually waiting to sign the service level agreement, and that process will commence. The one for the counties will also commence because it is the same system. So we are looking into timely approval of resources because that is very key for implementation of programs and projects. Ladies and gentlemen, the strategic plan focuses on 4 pillars. 1 is authorization of withdrawals from public funds. 2 is advice on budgeting and budget implementation. 3 is budget implementation itself and institutional capacity. And those have been covered in the strategic plan, and we'll be sharing with you some copies. Ladies and gentlemen, we are also